Hi, this is Mukaddas, and today I am going to teach you the most important topic from the field of applied linguistics. And this is also a subject. This is the important subject in applied linguistics. The name of the subject is language learning theories. There are two words which is mostly or commonly used in this field, that is language learning and acquisition. These both terms are commonly used for the purpose of language learning. So be clear in the definition of language learning that whenever we go somewhere like an institute or center for consciously or intentionally learn the rules of the language, that is learning. Okay, whenever we learn a language through the rules of that language, that is language learning. As I mentioned here, that learning occur with conscious efforts like memorize rules of the grammar. So what happened? See, learning occurs when we memorize or when we understand the rules of the language. Basically, when we learn or adopt a language by learning the rules of that language, that is language learning. Position, the product of both terms is language. So in both situation and conditions we adopt a language, but the criteria is different. Okay, in language learning we learn language through the rules of the language, but in language acquisition we do not need to learn the rules of the language, in which we acquire language or we adopt language through the surrounding, by listening people or by connecting with them, by interacting them. Okay, so in language acquisition we don't learn language through rules, we just need to listen people and our surrounding for acquiring the vocabulary and way of their speaking. That's enough for acquire a language. Let's see the definition. Language acquisition is a process to adopt or acquire a language subconsciously or naturally by listening that language. For example, way of acquire first language. If you have a native language, of course you must have a native language. So how did you acquire your native language? Have you ever learned the rules of your language? No. Simply you learn or you acquire your native language through the listening of your parents, your relatives, your siblings. Okay, so that is language acquisition. Whenever you know the rules of the language, that is language learning. But when you learn a language through listening people, that is language acquisition. Many people and teachers ask sometimes about the difference between language learning and acquisition. So that's why I have written keywords or contain words for your understanding that what is actually difference between them. So basically, firstly in first column I have the differences of learning, then we have acquisition. So firstly learning. Learning is conscious. Conscious means whenever you learn something by your own choice or by your efforts. Okay, that is conscious. Then we have acquisition. Acquisition is not conscious, it's subconscious. See, sometimes what happen, we don't want to learn a language, but by listening that language in our surrounding we understand that language, and after understanding we can speak that language as well. So that is what, that is subconscious. Okay, so acquisition occurs subconsciously, not consciously. Then we have learning. Learning is a formal environment. Learning can be occur in a formal environment like a classroom or in an academy or in an institution. But if we talk about acquisition, so acquisition occur in natural environment like the environment of home, whenever we go to the street and we communicate with the people, that is the natural environment. So the last difference is through rules. Learning occurs through rules. I have told you that without learning the rules of the language, we cannot say that we learn a language. No, learning occurs through understanding and through the rules of the language. Then we have acquisition. Acquisition occurs like a native language. So I don't know, matlab I don't remember that I have ever memorized the rule of my language. So I am Sindhi speaker and Sindhi is my native language. So I don't know basically the rules of my language, but I can communicate in Sindhi language proficiently without hesitation and restriction. So that's all for today. If you have any query and question, you can ask me. Thank you so much.